Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first edition in 2022 of the Discover New Music podcast. Today, we will be speaking with the brand new band Mosquito, but before then, remember to check out their song and all the other great new music that we have on our Discover New Music playlist over on Spotify. Please do follow us on social media to keep up to date with us. We are on Facebook at Full Pelt and on Twitter and Instagram at Full Pelt Music. And please, if you're watching the video edition on YouTube of the podcast, please do hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It really helps us out. So yeah, joining us on the Discover New Music podcast today are Mosquito, who we recently featured on our Discover New Music playlist. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Excellent. So we've got Jake, Will, Joe, and Sam from the band with us. So on our Discover New Music podcast, we always like to start off with an introduction to the band for fans that wouldn't be familiar with you, which we call our origin story. So what can you tell us about your origin story?
So we started messing about, didn't we, a few years ago? Yeah. Me and Will just started messing about, trying to write some just some fast punk energetic songs. No strings attached. It wasn't nothing too serious. It was just about having fun, wasn't it? And just trying.
You felt sorry for me a bit.
Will said, I don't know. It was good.
Doing, mate,
yeah, it was good. And then we all know each other, obviously.
We loved doing it, and it just progressed from there. And found these two reprobates. And
exactly, yeah. So we was recording an EP. Well, me and Will went to the studio to record with Sam, who's like a producer as well, and we just recorded a few tracks. Sam ended up
playing bass on some tracks, playing guitar as well. Broke in somehow.
Basically wrote and finished all of our songs. So we was like, maybe we should ask this guy to join.
At first I was like, no, I don't know, boys.
No, but the Mozzie charm, we just drew him in, you know. And then we did them. Originally, me and Will were trying to sing on the tracks. Trying. We got 5 tracks done. Kind of mixed it, didn't you? Did a good job on it. And then we showed Jake, who's Will's brother. I'm not sure if you knew that, but they're brother. And then Jake like pretty much cried in the car. He did cry. Jake was there was this one song called Penny. It was quite a slow. It's quite a slow build up. I'm not sure if we'll ever release it, but you really it got you, didn't it?
We was just, I think it was the just like the where we were. It was like middle of summer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We was just
sat
in the car, and these boys obviously playing me the tracks, and I can remember just thinking there and then, I need to be a part of this. So I literally forced my way in, created a group chat, and made us all go for a jump pretty much.
And then the rest is history.
Yeah, we are. I mean, what year was that? That must have been a few years ago.
2018,
yeah, it was 2018.
Was, wasn't it? Yeah, the summer of.
That was when Mosquito truly started. It was like there was a younger brother of it, but now, like, as soon as the 4 of us got together, that's when it happened.
Yeah, well, the world's gone a bit crazy since then, but obviously you guys are ready to take on the world right now, and you've just put out your second single, Don't Touch My Baby, which is the track we added to our playlist. So the question to you guys would be, what can you tell us about that song?
It's angry, isn't it?
It's
angry, it's like fast, like
one of them you write in 2 minutes, you know. It just comes out. And it's like whatever like popped into our head, was like, what about that? And we all sort of agreed with each other and was like, that works.
Yeah.
Before we knew it, we was playing 2.5 minute just chaos.
Yeah.
And we was like, just looked at each other afterwards and we thought, well, okay, that's done then.
Done.
Yeah. But we sort of, in terms of like what it means, I think we've all in our own right have got our own perception of what that song means to us, and we think that we want our audience and you guys to enjoy it, which is amazing. We want you to sort of maybe like think of what it means to you, your own, due to your own experience.
Interpret yourself almost.
Yeah, exactly.
The meaning behind the song.
It was a weird one as well, because not many songs have an input from the whole band, like on like a lyrical basis.
Yeah,
like,
true, definitely.
Everybody's got lyrics. Like, we all wrote lyrics for this one.
Yeah,
we did. Like, usually it's like 2 or 3 of us, 1 or 2 of us, or 1 of us, but like we all kind of had a bit of like a lyrical part to play, which I really like that. I really like that.
For me, from since I think personally, like Baby's probably been the easiest one because it was like done. Right, that's that. Right, we're going to put that one out, and we didn't even question it, did we? Whereas with some of the other tracks, because we're lucky enough through like lockdown. All we did was sort of like FaceTime each other, write songs. We've got probably 20 odd songs, haven't we? Ready to go.
Wow. Yeah.
We scrutinise them all and say, well, I'm not sure about that bit. But with Baby, it was just like 2.5 minutes. Crack on. That's it.
Yeah, there was a couple parts there. We came together, and it was like, this should go here, this should go here, and sometimes you got to identify like the track, like the root of a song. Like we could have tried to make that song a bit longer, a bit more drawn out, but
didn't need it.
You didn't need it. You knew from the get go this is going to be a short ripper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people might not like that, you know.
Yeah. But you got to be true to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And it was going to be our first single, wasn't it? But we thought Gone Girl was a good opener, to be fair.
Yeah.
And knock them out with Baby after.
Yeah, more audacious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of the best tracks ever written have come together in a really short period of time and have literally just felt, that natural, well, this is it. We don't need to play with it anymore. I mean, Paranoid by Black Sabbath just comes straight to my head. I think they wrote that in about 5 minutes. Fantastic, guys. And you got to work with Thomas Mitchener at Rockfield Studios. How was that for you guys?
Really cool.
Awesome, man. Like Tom's such a cool guy. Like, he made us feel welcome, made us feel creative. Like, I think he brought the best out of us all, really.
Definitely.
Brought the best out of us all, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. We basically showed up in the studio with a camera, like,
hello.
And he was like, yeah, that's cool,
Crack on, basically, wasn't it?
Yeah. He was crack on. That's pretty much got the camera in his face like there at some point, but
Yeah.
he was fine with it. Like, I think
deep down,
I think he hates us, actually.
he probably does. I think deep down he absolutely loved it. Like, I think at the end of it he enjoyed, because we're I don't know, maybe to some people we're a bit too much, but with Mitch, he sort of took it in his stride, didn't he? And had a really good time recording, and we're going back there in the near future.
We like I say, I took a camera, and I think sooner or later we made like a little studio documentary thingy of the days, and eventually when we release that, you'll see
What we made.
you'll understand. Like, it's just, we were a bit
stupid, but great. I love it.
I'm sure you guys will find. I mean, he's worked with some pretty unique characters, as Thomas mentioned over the years, so I'm sure you guys fit in well. So sticking with Don't Touch My Baby for now, obviously you guys had literally just put out a few days ago the video for the song, which listeners can check out on YouTube. What can you tell us about the video for the song? Where did the concept of that video come from, and how much fun did you guys have recording that?
So we're quite lucky where I work. We've got some, like, I suppose, abandoned buildings, and one of them is basically like a few rooms that are empty. So we spoke to Steve Haddock, who is an absolute genius in what he does. He's brilliant at what he does. So good. We got him down for the first video, and
the first press shot as well.
First press shots and everything. Yeah. We just sort of told him. We sent him the tracks first and said, you tell us what kind of vibe, because he's an artist in his own way, isn't he? We write the music, and then his job is to visualize it, I suppose.
You don't want to bypass his creative interpretation of it, so it's good that we always do that.
We kind of let him loose with the first one a bit, didn't we? But then with Baby, it was like, we did have brief ideas that probably, we've swapped and changed, and then he just grabbed it, and he saw our vision and made it even better than what we could have imagined.
It's better than, we sort of had an idea that we wanted something sort of raw, in your face, like energetic, no frills, just a room. And he was like, well, what about if we do this? And he brought this like halo light and was running in. Obviously, and it zooms in and out the shot.
It was really inspired by Blair Witch. Some of his shooting styles, very Blair Witch. First person camera in your face.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
and like we had a color scheme in mind, which was the pink, and then obviously, like as you mentioned about kind of the whole single being in pink, and then it just kind of worked for the video, didn't? Yeah. And then we was also going to have shots of a boxer, wasn't we?
It was
a boxer, like a just laying into a bag,
right.
and doing do some shots and stuff. But we got chatting, and then we just kind of fell out of love with the idea. Kind of.
I think at one point, one of you had a bright idea. Was like, Jack, just let him knock you out.
you were up for it.
Yeah.
I swear, one of the original ideas was you going in a boxing ring with a professional fighter.
Just
Wow.
go fight a boxer.
And we'd be like the ringmen, like, go Jake! Like,
I'm so pleased we just got a torch shined in the face.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, maybe that's one for the future, though. Yeah, put a pin in that one. So you guys touched a little while ago on "Gone with the Girl Next Door." So that was the first single that you put out into the world. Now you're emerging out there. Why did you pick "Gone with the Girl Next Door" as that first single? What about that song has stuck out for you?
Good question.
I think it's that intro, isn't it? It's that intro, like I just feel like it's the beginning. I think it was the right song for the first single. For sure. Like, it just opens it up, doesn't it?
Theoretically, it probably should have been "Baby" because you've got a short hit, like fast-paced, really catchy chorus. But you'll notice about us, we don't like to go with the obvious option. Like we like to take like the detour, like the crazy route. It's not really been travelled a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
We just do what we want to do.
Yeah,
like,
we do. Like in respect to like the industry, sometimes you have to do certain things and you have to make some decisions.
Yeah.
But we like to bend it. Like we like to take. We just like to be different.
Risk.
We like to take risk and stuff. So
I think it's nothing ventured, nothing gained, isn't it? And if we do the same as what everybody else is doing, we just get funneled into that. You know, it's another band that are playing fast-paced punk or rock or whatever it is that you're doing. And I think it's really important that we try and sort of not be the cliche of we're going to be different, but try and just stand out from the rest.
Yeah.
There's so much competition.
You have to.
In a right way as well. Like that's the thing.
yeah, and that's no disrespect to other bands. That's just you trying to make that. Like that's a business plan. Isn't it? You want to corner a market that hasn't been cornered before.
Yeah.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, I mean the music industry's changed massively since we talk about Black Sabbath and Paranoid. You know, back then you had to have that major label backing for people out there to be able to listen to. But with the advent of the internet, like you say, there's so much music out there. You need to do something different to stand out.
Right.
So no, it's a fantastic attitude to have. So I mean, we've gone with the Girl Next Door. You know, what were the themes around that song? You know, what is the basis of that song?
That was a Desi Ear Boys. What do you think of this?
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
Look at the whole song. We're like, okay. So you roll with that, bro.
That was just written in a dark room, really. And then I brought it to the boys. It wasn't finished. There was this. I basically had a verse and a chorus and a little bit of another verse. And then it was a case of just I played it in this room to the boys that we are sat right now.
Yeah, wow.
And then there was just the excitement. There was a buzz.
Yeah.
And then Sam was like, "Let's go demo it right now." So we demoed it, and it just came to life, didn't it? It came to
Literally,
life.
man, that's it.
Yeah.
It was that fast, wasn't it?
You know, that bridge in,
The
I think
bridge,
it's
It's funny because I think the bridge originally was a song. Well, it wasn't a song we had in the works before. But I kind of thought having that weird slow bridge in this like upbeat fast song would be really weird and quirky,
Exactly.
but in a good way.
Yeah.
So
That's an
just kind
example.
of put it in there.
just worked, didn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
worked,
worked,
Yeah. In terms of like lyrical content, probably it's probably how did we kind of narrow it down? We had a really good phrase for it. It was
Like temptation, wasn't it?
yeah,
Like,
it's something about temptation.
That's temptation.
Succumbing to temptation, and
That's my favourite
just
song.
about probably a love song in there, you know.
Yeah.
Love and horrible. Love songs.
We love it. Yeah,
Everyone
love
does,
song,
don't they?
Yeah, definitely. So you got the 2 tracks out to the world, which listeners can check out on all the normal streaming websites. But when could fans expect a more beefy release from yourselves, like an EP or an album? What are you looking at putting out there?
What do we say, boys?
Oh, do we give it away or not?
Do we give it?
We said that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think originally the plan was to just do singles for the
Yeah.
people, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's kind of been done a bit before, like. And I say we've done that and toyed with the idea of having EPs, but I think the idea we've got now is doing like a mixtape. Sounds a bit like a bit weird, but like having like some singles on there that we obviously released, I haven't released.
Yeah.
Some remixes, some demos, just like this collection of music to like kind of show off who we are as a band. almost.
Exactly. And that's an example of how can we take an idea and make it more Mos? Like, how can we change it out a bit? We throw some demos, we throw some remixes on there.
We're lucky enough to have some really good friends who are like talented, you know, do it in their own thing, doing DJ and electronic stuff like Luke. And
exactly.
we've just sort of thrown them and sort of said, see what you can do with it. And, you know, we're just going to throw it on a mixtape. I think it's important for, you know, like personally, the way I consume music, I'll hear a single or I hear somebody will show me a band and then I'll go and have a look. And if they've got an album, I'll stick the album on. I think that's what we're after now. We want a bulk, like you say, a beef, a bulk of music.
Album
it's to get the teeth in
an album, isn't it, basically?
There'll be a few tracks on there. But like you say, I do agree with that. We agree with that, didn't we? That it's good to have a collection of songs to just kind of, and you can take it, you can put it on in the car, you can put it on running.
Just get your teeth into it, and then it's gonna elaborate more on us as a band as well, in terms of where we're gonna go, because like we said earlier, Gone Girl is sort of quite a bit different in reality in terms of music to Baby, and then other tracks we've got, hopefully you'll see soon, and versatility, But
in terms of when, we'll probably release something like this year. The collection. Definitely this year. But I think we're focusing on just getting these singles right, getting the campaigns, getting them right. You know, making that connection with fans and hopefully get some shows sorted as well.
That is literally leading on to my next question. I mean, that connection with the fans that you just mentioned, obviously for bands, especially rock bands, that connection's formed live normally, you know. So obviously the world is still not in a great place, and obviously a lot of stuff's getting cancelled again at the minute. But I assume you guys have got the intention to hit that road as soon as you can.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, we want to do something intimate in March, don't we? Like,
we've got penciled in March,
just somewhere grotty, you know, sweat, tiny, 30 cap, you know, and just balls to the wall.
Hell yes!
Smash the place up and
bring your wellies because it'll be wet from the walls.
It sounds beautiful.
I think first and foremost, us boys as well. We're live players, we're live musicians. That's where we enjoy it the most. I think that's where we're at home, and hopefully, if you guys come and watch some shows one day, you'll see the forefront of that.
Yeah, you tell me that it's live. It'll be a different thing completely. Right. We've played live, obviously,
for years.
Years. We haven't done our first official gig yet, and we are honestly
so
desperate
ready,
raring to go.
Raring to go.
Well, best of luck. Hopefully the world opens up and all that can happen for you guys. Obviously, a lot of stuff on the horizon, new music, hopefully gigs coming. Fans will need to obviously be able to follow you for that. And these days, as we talked about the internet, it's all about social media, isn't it? So listeners, you can check out Mosquito on Instagram at Mosquito_band, and you are on Facebook and Twitter at Mosquito UK, which is hopefully quite easy for listeners to remember. Guys, it has been fantastic chatting with you. It's great, getting to listen to a band express themselves that are so early in the career with just a couple of singles left. That's the whole point of the Discover New Music podcast. So what would be your message to leave listeners with? What would you like to end this podcast on?
Mic drop. Just keep, if you like what you've heard so far, we've just and it sounds real cliche, but we're just four lads, four best mates, and we just want to make some music, and if you enjoy it, then that's great.
Yes.
And if you don't, then that's cool too.
Kind of.
Well, excellent. Again, Mosquito guys, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast, and I'm pretty sure we'll be hearing a lot more from you in the future.
Thank you. 100%. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, thanks everybody for listening. I hope you enjoyed that chat there with Mosquito. Remember to check out our Discover New Music playlist over on Spotify, where you can hear loads of great new music from bands such as Mosquito. Follow us on social media at Full Pelt on Facebook and at Full Pelt Music on Twitter and Instagram. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Really helps us out. And we'll catch you again soon for another edition of the Discover New Music podcast.